Okay, this is solving radical equations, take 3. Anyway, so if you have a square root and you want to figure out what x is here, you just square both sides. What you do to one side, you do to the other. So you get x equals 16. And if you check it, 16, take the square root of it, you get 4, so it's right. It's the exact same problem, except there's a little bit in there. Still, when you square both sides, this side gives you 8 plus 2y equals 16. And you know how to solve this equation. Get the y by itself. So that gives you 2y equals 8. Divide both sides by 2, and you get y is 4. And if you substitute 4 back up there, you'll find out that we did it correctly. When you take the square root, do you ever get a negative number? No, you don't, so no solution on this one. Now, let's see if we can do one more. If you have u minus 1 equals, let me scoot down. If you have u minus 1 equals the square root of 5u minus 11. And you want to solve that, again, you square both sides. So let's put some parentheses on this so we can square the whole thing and square this. Now, if you, like 5 squared is 5 times 5, so u minus 1 squared would be u minus 1 times u minus 1. And this other side, we're just going to get 5u minus 11. This side, you get u squared minus 1u minus 1u equals, oops, plus 1. We're foiling. U squared minus 1u minus 1u, negative times a negative is positive 1, equals 5u minus 11. This is a quadratic equation, not a linear one. So we've got to get the u squared. We've got to get this whole side. Well, I got to set the whole thing equal to 0 to solve it. Let me simplify this side here. Negative 1 and negative 1 is negative 2. I'm going to subtract my 5u over here. And I'm going to add my 11 over here. That way this equals 0. Move things around a little bit. So u squared minus 7u plus 12 equals 0. Now when you have a quadratic equation, you have to factor it. That's one way of doing it. I'm going to draw 2 sets of parentheses. Basically, when I multiply this, it's got to equal that. So I want a u and a u. And remember, you want to, when you have a 1 out here, you're looking for things that multiply to give you 12 that add up to negative 7. So 1 and 12 are not going to get me a 7. 2 times 6 is 12, but I can't get a 7 out of that. And 3 and 4, that multiplies, give me 12. I can get a 7 out of that. I need a negative 7. So if I do negative 3 times negative 4, I will get a positive 12. These add up to negative 7 if I FOIL it out. U squared minus 4u minus 3u, that equals that, plus 12, excuse me. All right, so now at the last step, I have to set u minus 3 equal to 0 and u minus 4 equal to 0. And if I solve these two little equations, I will get my answer. This side u equals 3. This side u equals 4. And I would go back up to my original problem, substitute both of those back in, make sure that they both work out. And that was how you solve a radical equation.